Hello, hello, everyone. It is Charlotte. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. It is index card time. Yippee. I know you're excited. I just can't believe how fast the weeks go by. This is what we're doing today. Hopefully, you will like this. There's your index card. There is stitching in here, and I will not be doing that on camera. There is a spider that's got some crystal glaze on it. Hopefully, can you see him shine? And then inside, we have a spider there. Inside here is our napkin. Pick your poison, and I put a little crystal glaze on him. What is this? Well, look at this. I filled this with just really, really cute die cuts. So, yeah, and I will show you what those die cuts are when we create the next one, because I added more die cuts than I did for myself. So that is what we are going to be doing. And the index card is a 3x5. So I cut out a piece of cardstock. This says Venom, and I think it's got a bat. Yes, it's got a bat. Here's my index card. And so we are going to glue this index card onto here. Now, the difference is going to be if you sew, and I am going to sew this, but it is going to be sewn off camera. So if you sew, you don't need a lot of glue. You just want to get this in position so that it isn't going to go anywhere while you're stitching it. If you don't sew, then of course you're going to want to glue this so that it is down and it's not going anywhere. Of course, of course. I don't know. I can just never get it to where it is perfect. I want it to be, but I just can never seem to do it. Distress ink hides a multiple of little problems. So we need to distress two sides of this, the top and the left side, because you're not going to see the bottom or the right side. And we will do that when we get the green on. And I don't think, did I distress this? No, I did not. I didn't. Let me just do that really quick because I didn't do it. I don't know why. This is a pretty quick index card share, and I think it's so cute. So you're going to take your triangle, and we want to distress this here because it'll be harder to distress once it is attached. So let's get that done. And I can pretty much do this whole thing without worrying about the stitching part. Just know that it will be stitched. So we're going to put just a tiny little bit of glue here just to get this down so I can get the spider on. And literally for this, all I did was take a piece of 3x5 cardstock, take it to the cutter, put the two opposite corners on like that, and then cut it, and I had my two pieces. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to, I like to distress before I sew. So we are going to distress this and distress the back. It looks neater if you distress, in my opinion, before you stitch. And I'll show you the difference in just a second. So, see that? It just, yeah, I just prefer it. So obviously our pocket is on the right hand side this time. We've got our little spider, and I'm going to kind of eyeball it as to where I'm going to cut this off, and it's at an angle. And it may not be perfect, and that's okay. So we are going to put this spider down. And this was a Tim Holtz die cut. I'm pretty sure it was Tim Holtz die cut, this spider. Get his little eight legs glued. And get him on. And when I stitch it, I may switch the cards. If I can, I need a small stitch because I don't want the stitches going over his little legs. So that's on. So for the most part, other than the stitching, your little index card is done. So now what we need to do is get our envelope. And this envelope, so I know there's going to be somebody that's going to want to know, and I want to say it's a 4. It's a 4 1/4 by a 2 1/2. And my guess is I got them on Etsy. I have a whole pack that I've had for quite a while because I tend to forget that I've got them. And so I can't remember where I got them from. So I am going to get out a glue stick, and we are going to glue this Pick Your Poison down. So I'm just using I'm pretty sure this is Elmer's. Is this Elmer's? Avery. It's Avery glue stick. And you want to try and make sure that you've got plenty of glue on this so that your napkin's going to stick and not want to come up on the corners or the edges. And it is really good glue. It's very sticky glue. So this is probably the hardest part right here for me, is getting this down. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but I can see that the bones are not all on the envelope. So this now is going to be what it's going to be. Now you want to be really careful. You kind of want to get this down and kind of get any, like if you have any little air pockets, anything like that, but you don't want to tear your envelope. I mean your little napkin. And it doesn't look really smooth right now. See all those little wrinkles? That's actually the envelope, because when it dries, you can see it does a better job of being smooth. So now what I'm going to do is kind of hold on to this envelope and just kind of tear my napkin away. Just like that. And you could stitch this if you wanted to. Sometimes these things are so thin that when you stitch them, you make them weaker. And so I am not going to stitch. this isn't going to get everyday use, so I'm not worried about it at all. My brother and sister-in-law flew out this morning, and boy, we had a nice time. And I was sorry to see them go. I don't know, probably won't see them for about a year. I mean, you never know. But I think we're going to take a trip together next year. So that'll be fun. Okay, I have a little bit of the envelope stuck right there, but no big deal. So there's our Pick Your Poison. Isn't that just so cute? So now what we're going to do is we're going to distress these edges. Nothing difficult. Some vintage photos, some walnut stain, black if you prefer black. Doesn't matter. I just thought for Halloween this was just cute. And maybe you can't use it this year, but you can put it away and have it for next year. So there is that. And now what I want to do is I'm going to get out my crystal glaze and I'm just going to highlight his eyes and his nose. And we're just going to put, I don't know if you can really see this, but it's just going to kind of accentuate that he has eyes and a nose. And I'm going to put this over to dry because it does take, I mean, it takes quite a while. And then on this spider, let's do the same thing. And I hope I can get this spider done without running out because I had it upside down. It is nearly empty. It would be nice if I could just finish it off with this. Get his little 8 legs. Well, it's coming out well now, so I may have enough left to do something else, but there is an air bubble. See if we can get rid of that. And let me check this out, and then I'm going to put this aside. Get a little bit too much. So let me just come in and that's so cute though. Look at that, it's so cute. So I'm going to put him aside. Just kind of accentuates him. He's all shiny and cool looking. And then I'm going to show you what will go in the envelope. So there's about 3 or 4 more items here that I did not put in mine. But there's a broom. Isn't that cute? There's a spider web. So you've got a broom, you've got a spider web, a pumpkin, a spider, of course, a witch's hat, about 8, I guess, 2 ghosts. They're different. And this guy only has 1 eye. He was made that way. So we've got 2 ghosts. And then we have a little candlestick with a flame. And so if whoever wins this, when you open it up, just know you've got a little flame. And you could, I guess, put it like that if you wanted. But yeah, so there's what, 7 or 8 little pieces, something like that. So those will go inside your envelope and go inside your little pocket. So that's the index card for today. Super, super cute and super easy to create. So let us go. I went last week and I took all the names from last week from people that left comments. And if I recall correctly, I heard from one person. So I am putting that aside, and we are back to this. This is going in the trash because we have started over. So this cutie, I'd like to give it away. And everybody in here is usually really, really good about chatting with me. So good luck, everyone. And also what's going to be different is when I pull your name will go back in. So, I mean, I'm hoping that, you know, I know some people are so lucky, but I'm hoping that, you know, we pick different people every week, but names are going back in. So, this one, Carolyn Shanks. Carolyn watches me and comments on every video, so I know this will find a home. I'm so grateful. So, okay, Carolyn, this cutie right here is yours. And now this one, this was pretty popular, and I'm thinking about making this my my next 5 for 10. Yeah, guys, I just want to thank you because I'm having trouble keeping up. I've done a really, really great job with my Medieval Mirage, and then I've got to hop on the Artie Mays. Wait till you see the papers I have from Artie Mays. They're incredible. So this really cute one is probably going to be the next 5 for 10. So if you're interested, just kind of keep a lookout for that. I did have one person tell me that the very first 5 for 10, she still has not received hers in the mail. I'm worried about that. It's been a little over a week. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that she is going to get that. Dawn Marie from Uniquely Yours. Okay, another one I typically see, so I am sure this one is going to be gone. Then we have this really cute one here, and this was the 5 for 10. It was this kit that needs to be received. I'm a little bit nervous. I have no more of this paper. So if I have to recreate it, yeah, yeah, we'll just do the best we can do. Because I have a funny feeling these are all going. Okay, Brenda Clark. Brenda is another one that comments on them. I'm sure this is finding a home. And then the one we did last week. Do you remember how cute this is? It has the double index card pockets inside. Look how cute, guys. And I attached the tag. It's got 3 little flowers. So even if you aren't into creating like Halloween journals or whatever, this is just really cute. You could gift it. So let's send this cutie on its way to, let's shut this, close this up, make sure these are all tight, tight, tight. This is going to Joni. Joni, I'm pretty sure that's how she pronounced it. Joni Johnson. So Joni, you are another one that is so kind and nice about commenting on my videos, so I'm sure that you are watching. So I have no doubt that these will find their way to beautiful people and lovely homes. And this will be next week. And I'm wondering if I should give you just a tiny peek of what I got. Some packaging in the mail, and this is kind of where I'm going with my Artie Mays design, in case you want to make sure you don't miss anything. This has it has like little foamy dots inside, and I just went ahead and I did a spine, added some cardstock to the inside. This is the next piece, and added cardstock, and I can see here where it's coming apart. That's the inside, so I'm gonna have to glue that down really well. And I think I'm gonna stitch around all of it anyway, so it's not gonna be that big a deal. I'm not worried about it. And then this comes in here, and then I'm just gonna take Artie Mae's papers and do my things. So I guess we'll do this together, and I'm almost done. If you're following me with the Medieval Mirage, just to give you a little update really quick, this is what I've come up with for the journal. It's not stitched in yet. It's going to need to be obviously attached right there. I think this is really cool. So you've got a journal on top of that accordion journal, and I just love the way that this is going to look. And just to give you a tiny little peek inside, I'm putting no pockets or tucks in here because there's every page of the accordion journal has a pocket, and then you've got tags and tucks. But I did get into, there is some tracing paper or vellum, I think 3 sheets in here. And I did get into, I used 2 of the napkins that came. This is one of them, and I did some, just a little bit of stamping. But let me see if I can just show you. There's the other napkin that I used. So this is kind of what it is, and I'm thinking about adding some of the fabric. So we'll see. I don't want it to get too thick because then I'm going to have issues with it. But yeah, so I'm coming along on this. And so guys, this is it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And congratulations to the winners. And I will catch you in the next video. Be safe and take care. Bye, guys.